Hey, my friend, I'm Adam. We do daily devotionals for busy Christians, so let's cannonball right into this thing. Today is February 26th, and we're talking about compelled by love, a life that can't help but serve. Quote, "For Christ's love compels us because we are convinced that one died for all, and therefore all died." That's from 2 Corinthians 5, verse 14. The love that won't let go. Have you ever been so loved that it changed you? Not the kind of love that fades, but love that sees you at your worst and stays anyway. I'll never forget the night I felt this for the first time. Alone, in my car, parked under a dim streetlight. I felt the weight of my failures pressing down on me, hard and heavy. I'd messed up again. I expected God's silence, his disappointment, but instead, I felt something else entirely. His love. Not a weak, conditional love, but a fierce, unrelenting love that whispered, "Look, man, I still love you." That kind of love doesn't just comfort you, it transforms you. It won't let you stay the same. It calls you higher. Paul knew this when he said, "Christ's love compels us." It's not about guilt or obligation. It's about being so loved that you have to respond. And here's the thing. We often think that we need to earn this kind of love, as if God's affection is dependent on how well we perform. But the truth is, before we ever lifted a finger to serve him, he already gave everything for us. The love of Christ isn't performance-based. It's relentless, it's unwavering, and it's deeply personal. It pursues us when we run, lifts us when we fall, and calls us back when we stray. If you've ever felt unworthy of his love, take heart. He never loved you because you were perfect. He loves you because you're his. The love that moves you. We're all serving something. Maybe it's the approval of others. Maybe it's success. Maybe it's fear of failure. But what if that love became the reason? Jesus didn't go to the cross because he had to. He went because love drove him there. Love doesn't force, it fuels. Love doesn't demand, it delights. Love doesn't count the costs, it pours itself out without hesitation. I know a woman named Maria who spends her weekends feeding the homeless. I asked her, why? She smiled and said, "Because he found me when I had nothing." How could I not love like that? That's the kind of love that moves you. You don't serve because you should, you serve because you can't not serve. It overflows like a cup too full to hold its contents. It seeps into your words, your actions, your very way of being. But let's be real. Sometimes serving gets hard. People misunderstand us. We pour out and feel empty. We wonder if it's even making a difference. When that happens, we must return to the source of our service, God's love. If we serve for applause, we'll burn out. If we serve for obligation, we'll grow resentful. If we serve from love, we'll find joy even in the sacrifice. Let his love be the well that never runs dry, because when we're filled with his love, we serve not out of depletion, but out of abundance. Serving without striving. Maybe you're tired. Maybe you've been serving for so long that love feels distant and replaced by exhaustion. If that's you, hear this. God never called you to burn out for him. He called you to be completed by his love, compelled by it. We live in a culture that glorifies busyness. We think the more we do, the more value we are. But God's kingdom doesn't work that way. Jesus didn't say, "Come to me, all who are productive and successful." He said, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." It's Matthew 11:28. Serving God should never feel like a burden. Yes, there'll be sacrifice. Yes, it'll stretch us, but it should always come from a place of joy and intimacy with him. If you find yourself striving, pushing, or feeling empty, it may be time to step back and simply sit at his feet. Think about Mary and Martha. While Martha was busy serving, Mary chose to sit with Jesus. And when Martha complained, Jesus gently reminded her that Mary had chosen the better thing. That's from Luke 10:41 through 42. Serving is good, but not at the expense of our own connection with him. So if you're weary, just pause, rest in his presence, let him fill you again. Because the most powerful service doesn't come from striving, it comes from abiding. If this message has touched you in any way, take a moment to share it. As you may know, Christian content can be hard to get out on social media, so every like, share, and comment truly helps spread the word and is deeply appreciated. Thank you so much for being here. As always, my friend, onward, and God bless you.